got a new take on excuses these days. Excuses are one of these things that, of course, as we trainers and stuff, we're always fighting against it. No excuses and blah, blah, blah. The thing is, I think we've got this whole excuses thing down wrong. And we always have to admit when we've got something wrong, because I'm always kind of the opinion that when you get something right, you should see forward movement and progression pretty darn fast. It shouldn't be one of these things like you keep harping on the same mantra all the time about no excuses, but nothing ever happens and nothing changes. Then something's not right. And I think that's the case we have with excuses. We're told, people are like, oh, I don't have time to exercise. What? That's no excuse, blah, blah, blah. I don't have the money, I don't have the space, I don't have the energy. All these sorts of things, and people are all about trying to beat down excuses. I think excuses are legit. I think they're actually real, and I think we really need to pay attention to them. Because here's what an excuse actually is. At the Red Delta Project, we have the founding belief that one of the biggest things standing in our way of achieving fitness is that it's just too freaking expensive of these things called lifestyle resources. Time, money, energy, space, whatever. Now you notice the thing about excuses, they're all related to these lifestyle resources. Again, the big one is time. People say, I don't have the time to exercise. I don't have the time or the energy and everything like that. What they're really saying is, they're not making an excuse. They're focusing on the cost of what we're asking them to do. So here I am, like, say, fitness guy, and I'm talking to some guy at a party, and I'm like, fitness is awesome, it's great, it's wonderful, blah, 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 blah. And the guy's like, I just don't have the time. Well, that's totally legitimate from where he's coming from. That's not a cop-out. There's no weakness behind that. He's saying, I don't have the time, and it's easy for me to discredit it because, for me, I totally believe in the costs of spending time on exercise to get in shape. Okay, I totally believe that taking the time to do these things is worthwhile, but that's coming from my perspective. Remember, every choice we ever make is a cost versus benefit balance. If the costs are higher than the perceived benefits, we'll not want to do it. We'll never do it. The motivation will dive down. But if the benefits are higher than the cost, then we'll always want to do it. So when the guy's saying, I don't have time, what he's really saying is, you're asking me to spend a large cost on something, but the guy's never been in great shape a day of his life. He doesn't know what a good workout feels like. So for him, where's the benefit? He doesn't know the benefit. He doesn't understand the benefit. So it's all about the cost, and the benefit, what? It's just hearsay. Just me saying, hey, it's great, it's wonderful, but unless he understands it on an emotional level, there's nothing. So basically, it's kind of like walking into a store and the sales clerk comes up to you and is like, hey, I've got this great thing that you're going to love. You know nothing about it. You know no way that it's going to help you. But how about you give me $200 right now for this thing that you've no idea what it's like to own? No one in their right mind would ever do that. No one would be like, oh yeah, I'm jonesing to spend a lot of money for something I don't even know what the benefits are or anything. But that's exactly the case we have with fitness. When people are making excuses, they're saying, I understand there's a lot of cost, and I know the pain that would be associated with spending that cost, but I don't really know what the benefit is. Of course they're not going to do it. Why should they? They'd be insane not to. So when they make these excuses, they're just simply saying, I don't want to spend all this stuff, which I know is going to suck to get rid of it, because I don't have all this stuff lying around, and I don't really understand the benefits. So in the next video, I'm going to be showing you a way to kind of bypass this sort of thing. But for right now, the lesson is excuses are real, excuses are legit, and damn straight we should be listening to them, because whenever we make an excuse, all we're saying is, I know what the costs are, and I don't want to spend them because I don't know what the benefits are. Thoughts down below. Till then, be fit, live free.